a lot of people in the occult are primarily here in this field because they are driven by material wealth. They want to accumulate more material wealth, and on the one hand, this is okay. There is not an issue with it or associated with it, but oftentimes there is like an overemphasis on material wealth, and this is where the problem kicks in basically, and it is not. I would say it is probably not a successful path long term. People who are too attached to material wealth usually overrepresent what they have. So this is a basic tendency. You can see it when people live a shitty life, and but what they have is a big car in front of their house, for example. This is a common issue that dominates our society. So people compensate for this deficiency because an attachment to material wealth, if it is not a healthy relationship to money and wealth, is always generated from a position of lack. Because of this lack inside of the people who are too attached to material wealth, they try to accumulate a lot of things in the physical. There's a lot of material wealth or physical things in life that are being accumulated to compensate for that lack. And it does not only have to be material things. It can also be any form of value that they create in their life that is associated with a form of status. There is also a tendency to receive some kind of environmental confirmation for what they are. So any kind of praise or positive feedback regarding their status, they need some kind of a confirmation that they have a certain status within society, within our structure of society. And they get this type of confirmation through social support or people praising them. And sometimes even they make statements or indirect statements about themselves that in a sense implies that they have this type of status. The root cause for this issue has to be searched for in this lifetime, but also you can go back further and think about whether past lifetimes play a role in this behavior they are presenting here in the physical realm. One of the points that may apply to this lifetime is that they may have grown up in a family context of extreme poverty or maybe moderate wealth, where they were not really poor but always had the feeling that they needed more or wanted something that others had. So this is again a position of lack you grow up in. Which may lead to this overemphasis on wealth in later life. And this is understandable. I mean, it's a normal process. It's like a normal compensation. But there has to be a point along the road where you realize that and step back from it and reconsider your beliefs, reassess your situation in order to move forward if your goal is development or self-evolution of some form, of some type. The only solution to this problem is a form of death on the physical plane and also within yourself. So this is an important point to understand, that in order to let go of this type of attachment, you need to reconsider your value system and basically experience a form of rebirth from within yourself, so that you can approach the world outside in a new form, maybe in a more reflected form, and finally at the end of this physical life path we experience a physical form of death, where we realize that all forms of attachment were basically an illusion that are here to teach us a lesson.